Hello everybody and welcome back to YogaMax with me, Max. So happy to be here today with you guys, sharing what we're going to be kind of going into today, which is a really quick breakdown of headstand. Been asked a lot about headstand and how to get into it safely, without injuring, without falling down, and how to start this journey, of something completely different. So we're going to break it down. We're going to go through common, issues and problems people face when they start this journey of coming into headstand. So if you're ready to get a bit messy and playful, join me on the mat. Let's begin. Okay guys, let's begin. Fun times, headstand. So, be prepared, number one, that you're not just going to try this and it's going to be successful. That is an ideal situation, which unfortunately life doesn't work out that way for me or for nobody. So this is a practice, like your flow practice. This is going to be a practice in the direction of headstand. Big toes touching at the back. Knees, I would have them slightly apart over here. We're going to move quickly out of this space, so it's not really important. First thing you want is to be able to support your head. If the elbows are too wide, the head is going to collapse down in between the space. If the elbows are too short, you're not going to have enough space within your shoulders to engage the muscles and support yourself. So, grab opposite elbows. Start like this. Come up onto your knees. You're going to place your elbows down in front. Keep the elbows where they are and just clasp and interlace your hands in front of you. Step one, keep the elbows where they are. Step two is that big space at the base of your palms is not going to the front part of your forehead, but it's going right at the back, kind of where your rubber band or your bun would be, at the flat part of your back at the back. And you don't want to push the head down into the mat, you want to push the head back into the palms of your hands. I'll show you. So you grab opposite elbows to start, you place them down onto your mat, keeping the elbows where they are, interlacing your hands. From there, grab the back of your head into that big space and push the head into the palms of your hands. That's step two. Step three, we want to come into a version kind of dolphin, like a weird variation of dolphin. So, back of the head, pressing into the palms of the hands. Tuck the toes and lift the knees and walk the feet maybe as far as you can, really. 2 steps back, right? You want to be pressing down through your forearms as much as possible and using, as I said, that space between your head and the palms of your hands, okay? So your feet will walk forward as much as your shoulders can take. But the further back your feet go towards your elbows, the easier it's going to be to get up. But that's just one step. Opposite elbows. Place them down, interlace, press the back of your head into the palms of your hands, lift the knees and walk the feet forward. Walk as much as you can before. We are not going to jump up. It's not going to happen that way. First, you're going to bring your right heel towards your bum. Keep the knees together, and then you want to start to begin to push off this left foot. Push off, not jump off, but push off so that your hips begin to arrive in line with the shoulders. So, let's break it down from there. You're grabbing opposite elbows, you're placing them in front of you, you're keeping the elbows where they are and interlacing your hands. From there, the back of your head goes into the palms of your hands. Lift the hips. And as I mentioned in a previous video where I was using my daughter's blocks, stacking the joints, same thing is going to come up, the same kind of principle is going to come up now. You want to get your hips in line with the shoulders so that the weight is as much as possible going down the center of gravity of your body. So what it will feel like to you when you're trying it out is that your shoulders are going way over. It's going to feel like I'm going to fall the other way. But it's actually not. You're just stacking your joints on top of each other. So just be aware that that might be the sensation you feel, like you're going too far, but you're actually not. So once you get to this dolphin place and you bring the feet closer, you're going to lift one heel to the bum. As you can see, my shoulders and my hips are not in line. So this is where I want to try to use the core to pick up the other and then move. Hips in line with the shoulders. Good. Once you get there, you can try to lengthen. Soles of the feet up to the sky. Don't press too far down into your elbows, because what happens is you'll lift up and then you'll fall down. But you're supporting. If you see the back of my head there, it's completely pushing head into hand, hand into head. Not down into the mat to compress the back of the neck, but just pushing back into your hand, and in turn your hand is pushing down, your arm is pushing down into the mat. So we'll break it down really slowly first. You can try this literally by the wall, doing the same thing. Sitting, grabbing elbows, just for your peace of mind, so that there isn't that fear of toppling over, basically. But most important is to not try to hop or jump up, because that's going to create more fear, and that's going to create you to fall down and kind of get a bit disheartened. You will fall down many times, but that's the practice. So elbows. Place them flat on the mat, keep the elbows and interlace your hands. Back of the head into the palms, lift the knees, walk the feet as far forward as you can. Start with one foot, heel towards the bum, no jumping. Then use the core to scoop. Left heel towards the bum. From there, open up so that the hips become in line with the shoulders. Think about the balls of your feet pushing up, up, up to the sky as much as you can before engaging your core. If this begins to happen in the lower back, that is a sign of just losing the core, losing the belly. So start to pull the belly towards the back of the spine and everything will kind of realign again. Simple, guys. Simple when it clicks. It kind of looks visually like it's some kind of crazy thing that is impossible. But once it clicks into your body and your muscle memory, it's super easy, because everything is stacking and balanced and going through. Nothing hurts, nothing has pressure. So that's your headstand. That's it. Stacking the joints, nice equidistance between the elbows, pushing the head into the back of the palms instead of down into the mat or into the ground, and sending the balls of your feet up to the sky to create a straight line. And there's your headstand. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Please like and share this little video if you found it useful. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It really does help a lot. Feeling the love of community, so go for it. If you've got any questions that I maybe didn't mention, that maybe you've tried it out at home and you kind of need a bit more guidance, please scroll down to the bottom and leave me a message right there, and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Until the next video, have a super days, and I'll see you next time on the mat.